Today we're going to look at transformations in geometry. So I'm going to draw a shape here, and I want you to tell me what the coordinates are. So I need to label this first, though. Can someone tell me the coordinates of these points? Start with A, and we'll get 4 different people to contribute. Give me A.
A is 2, 1.
Okay, so let's do 2. Why 2, 1 and not 1, 2?
Because you always start with the x-axis first.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Very simple answer. Isa, can you tell me the coordinates for point B?
It's 2, 4.
2 and 4. Okay. What about point C, Mubashir?
4, 4.
4, 4. Okay. And you should give me the coordinates for D, please.
4, 1.
4, 1. Okay. So let me round this out here so we can see. So I would like now, I want to move this. I'm going to slide it across somewhere else. And I would like to slide this. Let me write it down here. 4, right, 1, down. How would I do this? Ethan in the back.
You label it first A, B, C, and move A 4 to left, and then B 4 to left, and C and
So you're saying find a coordinate and move it accordingly? Which coordinate point might be the easiest to pick to move desired location?
8, because you're moving it 4, what's that, how many?
4 right, 1 down.
So you were moving it 4 times. So, no, 8. You were
8?
moving to 8.
What he's saying is like when you move
No.
it, we'll go to 8.
Right, so but what will go to 8? Which one is it? So this is where I'm confused. Which point would be the easiest one to start with? Miguel.
D because it's on 4.
Okay, so you pick D because it's on 4?
Yeah, so then you can just move it to 8.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I agree with Miguel that D is the easiest point to start with. My next easiest point is C. I actually have them tied for number 1 because we're moving it to the right.
And that's all.
If I asked you to move this to the left, are there 2 other points that we to use if it's on the left, Isha? Why are A and B easier in this situation, Isha? It's not to move it. If you wanted to move it to the left, it's not wrong to start with D. It's not wrong to start with C either. It's just easier because A and B are on the left already. So it just becomes slightly easier because you will see as the unit progresses, we're going to be using, right now we're just doing slides, but we also have turns and reflections. And sometimes these things will overlap with each other. They'll get tricky. So it's best to pick something that you're comfortable with. And because it's going down, that's why D is my number 1 choice. Slightly over C, but I like C as well. So if I pick point D and I move it 4 right, 1 down, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 down is here. So D would be 8, 0. Good. And we would label this not as D, but as D when you put a little 1 at the top. Okay? Just bear with me. So let's move point C. What are point C's new coordinates? It'll be called C prime, by the way. Miguel.
Its new coordinates would be 8, 3.
Let's confirm that. He says 8, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 8, 3. He is correct. So C prime, 8, 3. Now let's move point B. What are point B's? Tahir. 6, 3. Let's confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 down. 6, 6, 3. And lastly, point A. Viraj.
6, 0.
He said 6, 0. Let's confirm that. He is correct. A prime, 6, 0. So now this is a slide. Well, we called it in grade 3 a slide, but it's called a translation. Okay? Translation. Where's my iPad? So this is a translation. This is the word to use. Now what I want you to do is look at the coordinates. Just the coordinates. Are we able to tell how far this shape has moved? So that's the original, and this is a translation. So A is 2, 1. A prime is 6, 0. So by looking at the coordinates, where they started and when they ended off, where they ended off, is there a way to tell how much this has been translated?
By adding 4.
Adding 4 to the original x-axis, that's marked subtracting 1.
So why would you add 4?
X-axis,
Okay, pause right there. And which one are you subtracting 1 from? Okay, so why are we adding 4, excuse me, to the x?
I think it's like on the x-axis, when you move it to the right, it's just adding,
Oh.
and then that's how much you add, and then when you're going down, it's like saying subtract the number.
Let's look at it just on the x-axis right now. If I were to cover this up right here, okay, and all we have right now is the x-axis, what have we done in the past that is similar to what you see on the x-axis right now? Miguel?
A number line?
It's a number line. So when you go this way to the right on a number line, the numbers get higher. If you go to the left on a number line, if you went this way, let's do it in a different color, because it doesn't really apply to today's lesson or this modeled example. But if I said 4 left, okay, whoops. If I said 4 left, it's that way. You would subtract, because you started at 6 and you went to 2, you would be subtracting. Same thing applies with the y-axis. Now the y-axis looks like this. This is also a number line. It's just vertical now. It is no different than the bottom one. So when you go down, the numbers get smaller. You are subtracting. If I said up, the numbers would be increasing. Therefore, it is addition. So you have the clues in your original shape and the translated shape that tell you what type of translation or how it was translated. Okay, this is also called a diagonal translation. You get 3 types of translations. It's you would have a vertical you'd have a vertical translation where the shape just moves up and down. Horizontal, where it moves left or right, and diagonal, where it moves on any, like it looks like an angle. So in a vertical, numbers changes here, and only one of the numbers changes, which would be the other one, and in a diagonal they both change. So let's look at this coordinate grid. Looks a little different. Can you tell me where these 3 points have been plotted right now? Oh, I forgot to label them. Can you tell me where these 3 points are plotted? Miguel, start with A.
A is 2 and 2.
Okay, pause. 2 and 2. Could someone tell me B? Maisha? Yep. And can someone tell me C? Mubashir.
14.
14-2, right, okay. No. If I ask you to translate this, 6 units left, 3 units up, where would our translated image end up? Where's a good starting point? If we're going left and up. Give me an ideal starting point. Remember, we said you can start anywhere, but what would be the most ideal starting point? Mohammed.
If you want to go up, you will choose 3. If you want to 6 left, so that's what that way is good. And if you want to go, that's time please.
So Mohammed gave us a great answer. He said, if you want to start by going up, it's good to start with point B. If you want to start by going left, point A is a good starting point. I'm going to go left first because the instructions put left first. So I'm going to follow the instructions. So I will start with point A. So we said 6 units left. Where will point A end up?
I think it's -4.
He says -4. Do we agree or disagree that A prime will be at -4 if we're going? We agree. 6 units to the left, which would be right here. And now what do we have to do? How many units up did we say? 3 units. 1, 2, 3. What are the new coordinates, or what are the coordinates for A prime? -4. That's a 5. I know the line is covering it. So now, if we take original shape, because we move point A, it's the exact replica, and we move it over here, so we A prime that is. Let's see if this will work. Okay. So let's take point B. We said 6 left, up. What are the new coordinates for B prime? If we go 6 left, 1 up. Looking at this, can we determine the coordinates if we go 6 left, 1 up? What should they be?
1 and 12.
1 and 12, what it should be. So if you see here, 1 and 12, this is exactly lined up. And then what about C? What would C prime be if we moved 6 left, 3 up? 6 left, 3 up. 6 and 3. It'd be, Mubashir.
5.
8, 5. So 8 is over here. And 5 is over there. I'm going to do this in a different, oops, I forgot to do this one. B prime, we said was 1, 12. C prime, you said 8, 5. See, in this case, the shapes have overlapped. But if you use a cutout and you find one point, you can find the entire shape easier, and you can confirm it